What's the dumbest way you've seen someone embarrass themselves? I was at the mall with my friends when we saw this 12-year-old kid wearing sunglasses and bragging loudly about how athletic he was. He kept bragging about fastest runner there and how his reflexes were perfect. Right as we were heading toward the escalators, he suddenly looked at us and said, "Watch this." Now, anyone with common sense would just step onto the escalator normally. Not this kid. He went full superhero mode. He tried to take 2 steps at a time mid-escalator, but instead of getting on the second step, the edge of the stair caught his shoe, and he immediately fell. His feet flew out from under him. He landed on his back, and before he could even react, he started rolling. Not 1, not 2, but he rolled down the entire escalator. People were staring at him, grabbing onto the railings like they were falling too. Some guy even yelled, "Oh my god, he's cooked." By the time he reached the bottom, his body flopped off the last step like a dead fish. But the universe wasn't done with him, because at the bottom, there was a janitor holding a mop bucket, and this kid rolled straight into it. His entire upper body dunked into dirty mop water. His feet were still hanging over the edge, just sticking out like a crime scene. For a second, nobody moved. Then the janitor just sighed, pulled him out by the back of his shirt, and said, "This isn't worth $6 an hour," took his uniform off, and left. The kid stood up soaking wet, while his shirt was still clinging to him, and smelled like a rat's butt. His friends were gone, completely vanished. But instead of leaving the mall, he stood up, wiped his face, and said, "Bet none of you could do that." The entire mall went silent, then started cheering him on, and he became a legend.